Hey everyone, it's Nons, and this is my daughter Stacia. And today we're going to be doing one ghost story because she can't seem to remember any more than one that we just had basically recently. And then in the future, if she remembers some, I'll write it down, and if I remember it, so we'll have like 2 or 3 for the next video when we do it. But I know a lot of you wanted a ghost story, and it's been a long time, so we don't want to make any up. We want to talk about true experiences. So like I said, next one will probably be better, but this one we're going to tell one because one recently happened within a couple of months. So we both remember that, and I remember it was in different stages because I experienced it and she experienced it, and I experienced everybody having it because I was the one home. So we'll talk about that one, and then we're going to do a fresh ghost pepper. Last time when we did the ghost pepper, it was dried. I want to know the difference between the fresh and the dry. I know it's going to be painful either way, but I want to see if this tastes a little better than the dry did. So we're going to do that. So, yeah, that's going to be right after this story. It's on the same video. Okay, so we're going to go on the thing that happened. It was a couple of months ago. I want to say 3? 2 or 3.
Like August.
So, yeah. She has to get treatments at home through IVs, so we were thinking to make it easier to get a, what are those called? What are the stands? They're IV stands, the IV pump with it instead of just a stand because her medicine was getting administered too fast and she was getting sick from that. So they were like, just they'll order a pump for home so that then you can put it on a certain amount of time and she was going to get sick. So we were like, okay, that's fine because she was used to the pumps in the hospital. No problem. We didn't think anything of it. She wasn't home when the pump arrived, when it got delivered. I was, and my sister was. And we were sitting, you know, I brought the pump upstairs and I didn't want the house to seem so hospital-like. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put it in this front room that we have that has 2 sliding doors that's right past our living room where nobody pays attention to it. So if I put it in there, I'm like, nobody will notice and, you know, home will be home. So I put it back there, and within an hour, I want to say, my sister and I were watching TV, and we're hearing walking back and forth. And we're just like, okay, yeah, we're not saying anything at first, but then it just kept on going. It kept on going. I was like, okay, I know you hear the walking. I hear the walking. I even told her, I said, don't tell Stacia because Stacia has to deal with the pump and we don't want any negativity towards it, and, you know, we're just gonna, it's not gonna be anything. There's something walking in there. It didn't happen until now, until the pump's in there. So we'll just let it go or whatever. And so that's what happened to me that night. It was just walking back and forth for hours right behind me. And I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, it just really didn't. So then the next day, that's when you were home. Mm-hmm. And I had been hearing it through the day when I was in the living room, just walking back and forth. And I was thinking that if she hears the walking back and forth, she'll be a little freaked out, but she won't be really freaked out. But it reached a whole nother level when she got home. So why don't you tell the story? So wait, I just want to explain this scenario. In the living room, we have 2 couches that do, you know, like, what is it, the one going this way and one going this way, like the V-shaped couches. So I'm on one couch at one end and she's basically on one couch at the other end. So go ahead and her back is, the front room's here, so her back is to the front room while we're watching TV.
All I really remember was I was sitting there talking to you, and then I heard noises and I felt something behind me.
I heard the walking and didn't tell her. It started up again. I didn't tell her because I wanted to see if I wasn't going to say, listen, she started, I see her eyes go like this because she heard the walking. Okay.
And I felt like someone was behind me. I turned around, saw a woman. Like, I thought it was how my grandma was. I seen a picture of her back in the day, and that's how it looked. And you said it wasn't grandma, so it was just similar. Mm-hmm. And I just remember being creeped out by it.
You remember being creeped out and jumping from one end of that couch onto my lap. That's how far she was creeped out. She screamed and jumped on my lap, and I was just trying to tell her because we had one light out or whatever. We had one light on. I was like, turn the light on, you know, so that it will basically go away. And you know, so it went from just physical walking to having to be shown showing her what it was, and
Usually I'm the only person who sees stuff clearly like that.
yeah, I don't even like. I stayed away from that. I just didn't want any negativity towards that because she needed it. But we tried to deal with it for a good week, but the walking never stopped. After she got freaked out by it, then she doesn't even know this is connected, but might as well say it now. When like 3 days or 4 days into it, my sister was in the kitchen and she ran to me and she's like, I saw something in the tub and it was dark and it was hunched over. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. None of this stuff happened before this thing came here. And, you know, I didn't go to see it. I didn't want to see it. But she saw it enough and she was really scared. I didn't tell her about it once again.
I saw some in there a few times. I told you.
I didn't tell. So I moved the stand from the front room to the back hallway and called the company and said to pick it up. But they took a long time. I even had to call them again. So it was in the back closer to the bathroom. It wasn't in the bathroom, but it was in another door. So my sister saw the thing hunched over, got freaked out. I think it was 2 days later, and she was in the kitchen and she looked in the bathroom. She described exactly the same thing that my sister saw. My sister didn't tell her, I didn't tell her. They both told me at different times the same thing they saw. So I knew once the dark thing in the bathroom, they see it. I sure enough didn't want to see it. So I knew definitely call the company again, get them to get this stand. And even calling the company was just so weird because they're like, well, why do you want to return the stand? And we were so tired. This was like the almost, I think, 2 weeks with it. I just couldn't even, there was no excuse. What are you supposed to say? You brought us a haunted stand, you know, can you take it back? Because it was older too. It was probably when they first started making the IV pumps. That's how old it was. It wasn't one of the newer models. So, you know, IV pumps have probably been in other people's houses for years and years, you know. Even some people probably passed away with it and they give it back to the company. So that's how old it was. And so when I called the second time, the lady asked me again, well, why are you returning it? And it's like, just because. Just come get the thing, you know. But the first time she was kind of weird, like, she didn't want it back, it seemed like. But, yeah, after they returned it, there was no more walking, no more things in the bathtub, bending over, none of that stuff. I mean, it was just totally gone. And it was just so weird how one object could have so much going on, don't you think? That, I mean, they had the atmosphere weird for those. And they tried to, they deliver her medicine, and they tried to bring it with a pump, like, not too long after that. And the pump was on the porch. It was going to stay on the porch because they were saying, we can't bring it back because, it was in this order. And I said, well, we already returned one and I don't want it, you know. And he was like, well, the only thing I had to do is give it to you and then come back and get it tomorrow. And I said, well, it will be staying on that porch. I'm not bringing it upstairs in my house. And then he finally just took it away. We got into a big argument because that wasn't coming in. I don't care if it was it would look the same. I don't know if it was different. I wasn't about to risk it. So, yeah. So that was a pretty, it was scary. It might not sound scary, but just the way the house felt, the way that there always felt like there was somebody else that you couldn't see. And I just heard the footsteps. She saw what she saw, and then my sister and her saw the thing in the bathtub. I mean, it was just a creepy time, and I'm glad it's out, and we don't have to live with that thing. Yeah. So now we're going to torture ourselves and do the, well, I'm not doing the whole pepper. She's not doing it. It's too crazy. I don't see how people do it because this stuff is powerful. So we're going to do the fresh one to see how that is, though. Let me show you how it looks before I cut it up. It looks like a monster. Oh gosh. Okay, so here's how it looks. I think he said this one was the brown one, but it looks more red. I don't know. It's just a ghost chili pepper, and yeah, it's scary. So I'm about to cut it and section a few pieces off. Oh crap! Give me that. I don't even want to touch it when I'm cutting it. Oh my gosh.
That's a big piece. You're trying to kill us.
No, I'm cutting it. Oh. Alright, we have to at least have a section like this. Oh! Alright, I'm going to put toothpicks in it so we don't actually touch it.
Can't believe you're making me do this again.
There's her piece. It's a bigger piece than she had last time. Don't drop it. Mine's gonna have one seed, but I keep away from the seeds because those. Oh, mine has no. Mine has like 3 seeds inside.
Why do the seeds again? You.
I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll keep away from the seeds so I won't get. I mean, last time I almost threw up. That's how bad this was. I don't know why I'm doing it to myself again. But okay, here's my piece. It's in half, so it's actually a bigger piece than that. It's just folded in half. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. So
you can see it on mine. Folded.
So yeah, so it's double the size of what it shows. Why are we doing this? Okay, here we go. Cheers. Mm. Oh my god.
That's way worse.
Oh! Fresh is... The taste is the same. I thought the taste would be different. But it still tastes pretty... It still tastes really nasty. Like, oh, and it's really hot. I don't know if we're gonna do the 5 minutes on this. Oh! Look at your face. It is red. Oh! Oh.
How long? We 5 minutes.
We didn't even set a thing. Yeah, your phone set the thing. No, I don't think we're gonna do 5 minutes. Well, I don't see how people eat a whole pepper of this crap. It's not even. Oh. With the fresh one, it's not as sticking to your. It's not like dried to your teeth type of thing, but it instantly gets hot. And the taste, like I said, it's like just hot. There's no, oh, this tastes good, and then it's hot, like hot things usually are. It is just burning hot. You still want me to cook with it?
No.
I had another pepper. I got 2 because I had ordered 2. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? She's like, you should cook with
my
it.
Mouth, the top of my mouth burns like you just took fire and put it on my mouth.
See, that's how hot it is. It is no joke. And I only had one side of my mouth, but all the way, see, it starts and then it slowly burns down your throat, down your chest.
My tongue is numb.
Well, good thing mine's burning. I wish mine was numb. But then to your stomach, like now I feel it going to the top of my stomach. Once it hits the bottom of my stomach, it's gonna make me feel like throwing up, really. And I had to drink a lot of stuff to stop feeling like I was gonna throw up. But that 5-minute mark, I felt like I was gonna throw up. How are you feeling over there?
My mouth burns.
People thought she had a dud last time because she was just like, ooh, I want to look so cute and film this video. But she was tortured like she is now with the last one. And it was worse for me because I had the seeds and everything. Those seeds, no. Oh, my stomach is burning now. It's like really burning. Is your stomach burning?
My mouth is just burning.
Let me see. I can't tell on the camera. We could just try it. I don't know what we're supposed to say the whole 5 minutes. Well, last time we said on them.
I'm almost done, so get that over the video.
Wait, just wait like 1 more minute. I don't know. The more saliva collects in your mouth, the more it gets hot in the area. Worse. You thought the dry one was worse? I don't know. It's still making me sick and everything. I guess the dry one was a little worse. I think because I had more of it though. But like more than that. But yeah, because it is, if that thing big got that dry, it's more compact when you eat it dry. I can't even think. Oh, besides the ghost stories, I don't know what other videos you guys are interested in seeing with her. I was gonna do the, daughter does my makeup, but I'm afraid of my eyeballs getting poked out because she's not really that skilled at doing makeup. So I don't know. Just let me know if there's any other ideas. And like I said before, I'm gonna start writing down when she remembers her past experiences with ghosts, because she has a lot. She just doesn't remember right now for some reason. Um, like I said, I'll keep more of a journal so that we'll know more. And okay, I'm done torturing myself. Are you done? Okay, say bye. All right. Well, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know when I'm putting this up, but in 2 days, I know from now, I'm doing the Bean Boozle challenge with my brother. So I'm gonna film that. I don't know when I'm gonna put it up, but it will be up. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.